Greetings, programs, and welcome to another working title show. Still don't have a name for this yet, but I am Cosmic Jeff, and we'll be talking cosmic sci-fi, action figures, literature, comics, shows, movies, anything in that realm tonight. If you saw the thumbnail ahead of time and just before I came on, the topic of tonight will be Tokusatsu. We'll get into what Tokusatsu is, what it is, what different subgenres of it is. It's very familiar. You'll be very familiar with it. But maybe you didn't know that it was called Tokusatsu, or what those subgenres we'll be diving into fall under Tokusatsu. Also, I want to jump into some cosmic customs that I've seen. It's going to be like another maybe monthly segment of the show where I'll pull up customs that I found either in the Cabal or on Instagram. And if you want, send me your customs, send me pictures, send me recipes, send me anything to the IG Cosmic Jeff _IG. That is where I can find your customs best, and I'll feature them on the show, and we'll talk about them. And if you want to ever come on and talk about your cosmic customs, send me a Facebook Messenger message or Instagram message, and we'll have you on. So, without further ado, I was having I guess, a subject matter expert come on, but they are not here yet. But my buddy and friend of the show, and he is like a co-host, guest host, one Omar Muniz.
What's up, guys? What's going on,
What's
Jeff?
up? What's going on,
Thanks
man?
thanks for having me, brother.
Oh, of course, dude. Anytime. I like hanging out with my friends.
Yep. Same, man. Same.
What's new with you?
A lot of work, man. It's been working. Driving a lot today, and but no, I'm pretty excited. Starting to get all of my all my toys that I've ordered in the last couple of weeks in, as the weather's getting better. So you know, I got my notification for my Skeletron that's coming in tomorrow.
Awesome.
So yeah, and then I've got a few other figures and stuff coming in. I've got some Warhammer that came in yesterday, and so yeah, and then Rising Suns is right around the corner.
Ooh, Rising Suns. That
Yeah,
is
man,
gonna be some awesome figures in that way.
it's going to be amazing. This is one of the one waves that I've been looking forward to, like for a while now. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, man.
Oh
Yeah,
man, I cannot wait to like hold Bodvar in my hands.
Bodvar is going to be awesome. That's a big boy. That's going to be a
That's
big boy.
that's a figure.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
think the next thing that'll top it will be Bayether.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing's going to top Bodvar until Bayethir comes out. You're right. You're right. So, but I mean, it's pretty exciting times because we get this, and then we get the Cosmic Wave coming up soon after, and then Ashes, and we also have the Kickstarter for the RPG coming up. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, there's exciting times to be a Legions fan right now. So it's cool, man.
definitely, definitely. It just
Mhm.
keeps on rolling along.
Just gonna keep on going until finally we're gonna realize, oh wow, Legions Con's already here. So
That's how I felt about 2025. I was like, oh
yeah,
wow, we finished Bayether and we're already at GCon.
yeah, yeah, it was crazy, man. It was crazy, but it was fun. So
Yep.
looking forward to that. But and then ZoloCon's right around the corner, and then we got the exclusives at Toylanta. Toylanta, Jeff. Toylanta.
Guess what, Omar?
What's up, buddy?
I'm going to Toylanta with you.
Yes. Yes. Perfect, dude. Excellent.
I got the
Road trip,
AOJ.
brother. All right, sweet.
So
Road trip.
I'll be talking to you on the side.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome, man. All right, sweet.
Sweet.
We gotta get Lieutenant Holiday. I mean, that's so
Yeah.
so sweet. Okay. Perfect.
Well, not just Omar with me tonight, but our good buddy and friend and a Godzilla King Kong fiend, one Dylan. Legends Club.
What up? What up?
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? How are you?
Good, good. So, how did you like Green Day at the opening of the Super Bowl?
Oh, man. I mean, it's Green Day. I can't say I didn't like it.
Yeah,
they
right.
got like 3 minutes.
Yeah,
It's kind of disappointing, but I'm glad that they were there.
My
Yeah, I
wife,
was hoping-
my wife was like, "Watch Green Day. Watch. They're going to change the lyrics. Watch Green Day." I'm like, "Okay, let's watch." And we're like, "Yeah, this was good. This was really good."
I was hoping that they were gonna like do at least one older song, but
Right? They must have said do something from American Idiot, but do it really abridged and don't say anything like too political. They cut out all the extra political stuff from like American Idiot and Holiday and everything, but
yeah,
every show they've been doing everywhere else, they've been really dialing it up.
Now they did play a few songs that weren't aired, so I know that they had a
Did
few.
they?
Yeah, so they might have played some of the old, the older stuff in front of the crowd.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Mhm.
during the commercial break.
Yeah,
I'm usually on top of that shit with Green Day. I gotta find out
yeah.
if I could find a video of them playing the whole set.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. Well, let's jump into it, guys. I'm gonna shout out the chat real quick. At 6:22, our first person, we got Kirby. What's up, man? What's up? Got Amir Kaspar. What's up, Michael?
What's going on, Mike?
William Houston.
William.
Jesse Marshall.
Jesse.
And my lovely wife, Liz. Hey, hey.
Hi, Liz.
He's on the screen and he's in the chat. Hey, hey.
I know that guy.
I know that guy. MJ Stan, what's up?
Jay.
How's it going, Dave?
Dave.
Matt, Collectible Fun 241. What's up? What's up? And Dave says, love the first two Green Day records.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I was hoping for something from Dookie. Like, I really wanted a song from Dookie in the crowd, but maybe they did play
played Basket Case, like what they didn't show, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dookie just turned 34, 33, something like that. 32.
Something like that. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Time flies.
Oh, and sneaking in, we got Carver Customs. What's up, Brian? Thank you.
Brian.
Thank you for joining the show. And we're going to just bring up the chat and go on from here.
Yes, Dave, Dookie is the third. There are two albums before that. There's 1039 Smooth and 1039 Smooth / Smoothed Out Slappy Hours or something. It's a double EP. That's their first album. And then there's the second album, Kerplunk, which Super 7 just made the girl from the album cover.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
There you go.
1,000 sloppy years. And
everything.
All right. So we are here to talk about Tokusatsu. I wanted to have Dylan on and Omar. Omar talked about, well, we all talked about kaiju a couple weeks ago. But it's not just kaiju. I did a early or a quick search. Tokusatsu, literally translating to special filming or special effects, has quite a large, or not large, a certain amount of subgenres, or they're broke down into different subgenres. Those include kaiju, giant monsters, which is your Godzilla, your Gamera, your Mothra. Kyodai hero, which is your Ultraman, which Kaido translates to giant hero. So you got your Ultraman, your Ambassador, Magma, Iron King.
Spectre Man.
What's up?
Spectre Man.
Spectre Man. I didn't come across with that, but we'll look it up and we'll bring it up. Henshin, transforming hero. That's your Kamen Rider, your Metal Hero series, Android Kakaider, and stuff like that. Then you got your Super Sentai, which the United States, as of the 90s, are really familiar with Super Sentai, which you've got the I'm mispronouncing it. Kaioru Sentai Zoo Ranger, which is what Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was adapted from. And then there's been other series adapted into the United States, but it's been Super Sentai has been around since the 1970s. Then you got your mecha, your giant robots like Giant Robo and Super Robot Red Baron. And then we've got mature and late night tokusatsu. So there's some adult tokusatsu out there. And the non-Japanese. So there's tokusatsu in South Korea, Hong Kong, France, and of course in the West. So like in Europe and in the United States. And that's just a quick breakdown of what we're going to be talking about. You're probably more familiar with kaiju or the Super Sentai, but we're gonna try and get into it all. Where shall we start, guys?
Why don't we
You wanna
start at the
with kaiju?
beginning?
Yeah, start with kaiju.
1954. Well, little before that, I guess.
Yeah.
The real beginning would be King Kong.
Yeah.
If you really wanna start, because Godzilla was inspired by King Kong, and that gave us Suitmation, and then that leads into the 60s with Ultraman and Spectraman and all that stuff. So if you want to start with the Godzilla and the monsters in suits, be here for 12 hours.
Yeah. Dylan said ahead before the show, he's like, how deep do you want to go with this? Because it could be a while. So you're saying let's go with King Kong of the 1930s, right?
Yep, 1933.
1933. And we're talking about this guy right here. There we go. Nope. Oop. Whoops.
Wait, here. In Big in Me.
In Big in You.
And then I'm going to do this.
There you go. Oh. It's his avatar.
Yeah, 1933. The short of King Kong's backstory, the creator basically based the character Carl Denham on himself, an adventurous filmmaker, all that. He had a dream. I'm not even going to try to remember all the names involved. Other than like Ray Harryhausen was super inspired by the animation on this and everything.
Stop motion animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But originally he did want it to be either a real gorilla or a guy in a suit fighting a Komodo dragon based on a dream that he had. And then all the dinosaurs and the sets and everything were supposed to be for another movie called Creation that was supposed to be all about evolution and the dinosaurs and all that stuff, and then that got canceled, and then they made King Kong. So that leads into the 30s and the 40s in Japan and the movie industry, World War II, the bombs, devastation, and then that inspires Ishiro Honda to create Godzilla. And that would bring us to the start of Tokusatsu and Suitmation.
All right, cool. So we're going to 1954, right?
Yep.
And I
guess another stop along the way. We could also go to The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms.
Okay. Ray Harryhausen.
Ray Harryhausen. That is the creature that inspired Godzilla. And actually, if you watch the 1998 Matthew Broderick Godzilla. That's a closer adaptation of Beast from 20,000. No. I will not hear the Zilla slander. I will not stand for it. That movie is great if it's not
That
as
Godzilla does not exist in my dojo.
If you watch that movie,
Yes, Sensei.
with the mindset that it's this movie, it works.
Yeah, it kind of does. I mean, the Matthew Broderick Godzilla does look like a beast from 20,000.
The design, the story, they awaken a prehistoric monster and it comes into New York and destroys New York City. It's exactly the same thing as the 98 remake.
Sure. It was not Godzilla at all.
No. That creature is officially known as Zilla.
Okay.
Officially by Toho. And the best part is in Godzilla Final Wars, which we could get to much later. Actually, we should talk about that one because that one has a lot of tokusatsu in it.
Okay, so we're looking up what was it?
Godzilla Final Wars.
Yeah, Godzilla
2004. And that's a good jumping off point for the rest of the monsters because a lot of them are in that.
Okay.
But in this movie, Toho got the rights to Zilla and had real Godzilla kill him to Sum 41 playing in the background. And that's my favorite Godzilla moment of all time.
Nice.
It was quick and beautiful.
It was fantastic. Tail slams him into the Sydney Opera House and blows him up while Alta Blame plays. It's fantastic.
Oh, no, that's not what I want. Where is the option? No. Can't figure it out. I want to find an image of that. Where is Zilla versus Godzilla?
Yeah.
Greg, no Dylan.
It's
no.
like a 30-second clip, so you might be able to play it.
Yeah, we'll have to play it without audio. See here, right here. Stop. Okay. Goes with
Pretty
commercial.
targeted ad.
So somebody's getting. Oh, there he is.
In the story, those guys are aliens and they start controlling all the monsters. So Earth wakes up Godzilla to stop them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a worse Zilla compared to the 19.
So that model is a scan of a what's that toy brand that made Godzilla toys in the 90s? Trendmasters.
Trendmasters?
It's a 3D scan of the Trendmasters toy, and then they put that in the movie.
Wow.
It's the only CG monster in the movie.
Wow.
That monster was in there for 40 seconds.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. It was just them saying, screw you, TriStar.
Yeah.
And they blow them up to the best pop punk band.
Let's see that blow up again.
It's fantastic.
Boom. Through the Sydney Opera House.
Yep.
That's
so
how.
And then he throws a tantrum.
So was he like transported from the 1998 universe to there?
No, he's just another monster that exists in that universe.
Okay, cool.
And actually, in another Godzilla movie, which is the one that came out right after the 98 movie, they have a line saying, our scientists think that New York was Godzilla, but it was a different monster. So it's canon in two different timelines.
Interesting. Yep. Cool. So Godzilla Final Wars, it had like, did it have like every kaiju you can think of?
Not every, but it had like 20-something monsters.
It had a lot.
That's where the version of Gigan that we looked at 2 weeks ago with all the chainsaws and stuff.
Yeah.
Right here.
That version is from this movie that you can see him there. So I don't want to. It's a movie literally 22 years old. Everybody pretty much, if you're familiar with Godzilla, knows that movie. Spoiler: Monster X is King Ghidorah, so he transforms from that. The one on the poster with like the skulls on his shoulders turns into Ghidorah.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah, a lot of them are in the movie, and if you look up the Ebera fight, and Ebera is the giant lobster, it's basically a Power Rangers fight.
Ebera. Okay. So let's see.
So the human characters fight him on foot.
Let's see if this works. Is it full screen? I don't know.
Pretty much.
This isn't it, is it? This is just. Oh wait, here we go.
Yeah, they're like jumping around him. This might be a different fight.
Okay, so we'll find.
I'll try to find it and I'll send it to you.
Okay, cool. Okay, this is it. Mothra. What do you guys think of Mothra? Everybody has their mixed feelings.
I like Mothra. It's good that Godzilla has some allies.
Mm.
And I like that she's like we have to protect the planet monster.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much like, hey, let's not kill everyone. And then I really like her interpretation in the MonsterVerse.
Yeah, I think the MonsterVerse interpretation of her is cool.
Yeah.
For me, Mothra is not a character that should have her own movie, but
no.
But
there was.
I'm saying there was.
There's a bunch of Mothra movies, and some of them are not terrible. But she's better as a sidekick monster.
She's better as a sidekick, exactly. So yeah, there's no hate on Mothra. Just it's Mothra.
Yep.
She's better than Zilla.
What's that?
She's better than Zilla.
Yeah, she's better than Zilla. I always felt like she was the embodiment of like a Mother Nature. Like compared to like Godzilla was like the conqueror, the
nuclear. Yep.
So where do we go from Final Wars?
Well, so that was a big jump. Final Wars was the 50th anniversary. It was just I had to bring that up. But so from in 54, Godzilla's second movie, he fights Anguirus, which is his big. So it would be Godzilla Raids Again is the sequel.
All right, so we're in 1954. This is
1954. Guy in a rubber suit. It's like it's not the first movie with the guy in a suit, but this is the movie that like this is what we're doing in monster movies.
Made it mainstream.
Yeah. With the miniatures and the pyrotechnics and everything. Still looks fantastic. It's still one of the best movies I've ever made.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching it in was it middle school? It was like in a film class. We had to like dissect it. It was cool.
Yeah.
And then from this, you said what was the next one?
To 55.
55.
And it's Godzilla Raids Again. It's really quick sequel. They slimmed. That's the perfect picture. Slimmed him down. He fights Anguirus for the first time.
If it wants to load. Yep.
Anguirus is his other like buddy monster.
Yeah.
That they fight in this one, and then in every movie after, he's his friend.
So Anguirus, would you say he was like the precursor to Kong?
No.
No. Okay.
Just because Kong was first.
Yeah.
Kong
but I mean like an ally to because Godzilla.
Well, so Kong is in the third Godzilla they fight, which is Kong's second movie. Godzilla's third. And they only fight in that one. They don't team up until the recent ones.
Right.
But that was actually more of a Kong sequel idea than a Godzilla idea. Originally, it was supposed to be King Kong versus Frankenstein, which would have been Kong versus a Frankenstein monster that's basically Kong. So
like
there
the
is also
giant hero, like a giant hero Frankenstein, like an Ultraman style Frankenstein.
Actually in the first version, it was the Kong model and a Frankenstein. So this is the Toho Frankenstein that did actually happen, and he fought Baragon in Frankenstein Conquers the World.
Yeah, Frankenstein,
which is a fantastic movie. And it is canonically the Frankenstein monster that his body gets transported to Japan, and then the atomic bomb happens, and he gets turned into a kaiju, and he fights Baragon. And Baragon is another Godzilla friend kaiju. But back in the 30s, it was supposed to be King Kong versus Frankenstein, and it would have been the stop motion Kong fighting a stop motion Frankenstein that was basically a hairless gorilla made of like elephant skin and stuff. So it was basically just Frankenstein and King Kong just punching each other. And then that went over to Toho, and they wanted to do Godzilla versus Frankenstein, which then that got split into King Kong versus Godzilla, and then this movie. Okay. And that's why in King Kong versus Godzilla, Kong gets like lightning powers.
Got it.
If you need me to slow down, just tell me, because I'll just.
No, I'm quick on searching. So this
movie. When I was a kid, this was the best movie. Nothing wrong with it. It's got some problems. There's Japanese brownface, which is not great. It's Japanese actors playing the Islanders where they find Kong, and it's something I never noticed it as a kid, but it's very noticeable now. So reader beware. But other than that, it's a comedy, essentially. It's big business wants to find a way to make money off of King Kong and Godzilla. If you click that picture that has like the pink mountain and the yellow background of him flipping Godzilla.
Pink mountain.
On the right.
On the right. This.
Yeah, that one. So art by Matt Frank, who's a very, very... Oh, no, that's Art Adams. Never mind. Art Adams is an even bigger name. But that's a very famous moment from King Kong versus Godzilla. What more can you ask for? It's a guy in a monkey suit fighting a giant dinosaur.
Let's see that video.
And then that got a reboot in 21 after the MonsterVerse started, and that's another great movie.
Right. Where's the video? What was the year of King Kong?
62.
1962. Because I remember him picking him up by the tail.
Yeah.
I want to see that. Was it the final battle? Maybe I should buy YouTube Premium. Let's see here.
I hated that King Kong.
He's ugly.
Even when I was a kid, I was like, ugh.
Couldn't look like a gorilla, so they tried to base him off of a Japanese macaque, but he's ugly as all hell. He looks a little bit, but it's one of my favorite kaiju movies.
Yeah, I mean it's got a mechanized Kong. What's the next?
So I mean, you could probably
76 movie.
Oh,
so
that's so cool.
So I used to always like watch it and everything. And when I was a kid, the part with the log where King Kong's doing the log, I used to have I lived in a two-story house, and I had the stair, the railing of the stair, and I used to put all my figures on there and used to pretend like my
Oh,
Godzilla
that's
would
great.
shake it, the big Shogun Warrior
Mhm.
Godzilla that used to shoot the fist,
Yeah.
shake it, and I'd throw all my figures down the stairs and everything.
That's great.
Yeah, that was back in the day, man.
Recon Rage, what's up? What's up, Blake?
What's up, Blake?
And then all right, so I found a list. We've got the Showa era, 1954 to 1975.
Yeah, so that pretty much has them in order by introduction.
Mm.
We'll take a pit stop at Ebera again, the lobster in 66.
Okay.
That movie was originally a King Kong movie as well. And then they lost the rights to Kong, and then they made it Godzilla. So in that movie, Godzilla has this weird attraction to a human. And he's woken up by lightning, which would have been a Kong thing. That was originally a Frankenstein thing.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, so if you want me to just go down the list and say what they are, I could do that.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so obviously Godzilla's Godzilla, Anguirus is an armadillo, Ankylosaur, little dog guy. King Kong is King Kong. Mothra, giant moth, giant butterfly, depending on what they make her look like. King Ghidorah, three-headed dragon, coolest dragon in all of fiction, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. And also known as, doesn't he have an alternate name?
Monster Zero, right?
Monster Zero.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were going the Orochi thing or not.
I don't know.
Which Orochi is the actual Japanese folklore of a Hydra that Ghidorah is based on, but then they also have a movie based on Orochi.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
For some reason, Rodan was one of my favorites when I was a kid.
Rodan's really cool. So Rodan is a pterodactyl of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
The Monsterverse, I think, is the best version of Rodan as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just based on his design, because they weren't restricted to a guy in a suit. Because when it's a guy in a suit, you could tell it's a guy standing up with his arms out like this.
Yeah.
But in the Monsterverse, he's like a hawk that's made of lava, and he's super cool. Yeah, he's also a Godzilla. They fought the first time they met, but then they're allies for most of the series. In the first Rodan film, there's two Rodans, and it's like a sad love story, and then their egg survives as Rodan in the Godzilla film. Yeah. So that's Fire Rodan.
Okay.
Or actually, that might be before he's Fire Rodan. So originally he was brown, and then they made him red, and then he's pretty much been red ever since.
Mm-hmm.
In the 90s, he was basically on the island to protect a Godzilla egg, and then he gives his life force to Godzilla to save the baby or whatever. So Rodan's a really interesting character, because then in the Monsterverse, he's definitely more of a villain.
Right.
It's kind of like Starscream.
Yeah.
In a way, if you've seen King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rodan's awesome.
And Ghidorah is more like Megatron.
Yeah, Ghidorah in the Monsterverse, again, design-wise and even the characterization is the best, because they give the three different heads personalities.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Ichi, Nee, and Kevin.
And
Kevin is the one that's kind of dumb, and he gets his head ripped off or whatever.
Oh, are you talking about that meme?
Yeah. Well, so they officially decided to call that head Kevin. But yeah, the meme with it's the two scary looking ones, and then he's derpy looking.
Yeah.
But Ghidorah is an absolute monster in all of his movies, really.
Yeah.
He's a cosmic threat as well. He's a space dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's supposed to be from Venus.
Right. I think you're
Something
correct.
like that.
because it's the people of Venus that send him
Yeah, in Astro Monster.
Astro Monster.
He's also called Monster X, I believe, sometimes.
Right.
Well, other than the Monster X from Final Wars.
Yep.
In the Netflix Godzilla anime trilogy, which is really not good, so I really can't with a pure heart recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
But Ghidorah in those films is one of the most interesting takes on a kaiju ever. He's an interdimensional space dragon. So he's basically just lightning that bites Godzilla and like sucks energy from him. And Godzilla in that trilogy is known as Godzilla Earth. And he's like a mile tall or something crazy like that. And he's like a kaiju to a kaiju. If that makes any sense.
Interesting. Yeah.
So those ones are interesting for the visuals more than the story.
It's kaiju Inception. Is that what we're talking?
Pretty much. I wish I still had it. But there was a figure of that Godzilla Earth that was like the standard size of here's my space Godzilla. We're gonna get to him. Came with a Godzilla that was the normal size Godzilla that was about this big. In comparison, that the story in that is basically Earth gets destroyed by a monster war, and all the people that survive go on a ship and get launched into space and come back like 20,000 years later or something. And the Godzilla that was normal sized was this big in comparison to how big he grew and just absorbed energy pretty much. And he's like a god, like an actual god, not just Godzilla.
Nice.
And then he fights an interdimensional space dragon.
That's cool. That's what brings me into it is the space.
It's definitely an interesting watch, but it's very boring. And some of the like character stuff is really dumb.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's worth at least a read up.
Gotcha. Well, this guy from the Showa era, when he came on in 1974, that's when it got me interested. Mechagodzilla.
Yes.
Mechagodzilla was cool.
Every version.
Like whether it's
there's one. But
which one?
From that trilogy.
Yeah.
So the design for him, I don't know what that is, but that's really cool.
Early concept art of Mechagodzilla's Hensai incarnation of Berserk.
Imagine like Venom but mechanical. I think is the vibe they were going for. But so in that Netflix trilogy, Mechagodzilla looks like he's made of plates.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, like he doesn't look like a dinosaur other than he's like shaped into a dinosaur. But then in the actual anime, it's called Mechagodzilla City, and essentially it's a city made of technology, and that's Mechagodzilla. So it was really dumb.
Okay, so it's from the anime you're talking about, the one that
So that's the bad one. But even like the one from Ready Player One is like the coolest looking thing ever.
Yeah.
And each version has a different story. The original is an alien, basically Terminator. This one, Kiryu, as he's more known, is built around the skeleton of the original Godzilla and basically regains his memories and starts attacking and then fights regular Godzilla, who's the second Godzilla in the timeline.
So they kind of took that for the MonsterVerse, where they took what was it?
Yeah. Which in the MonsterVerse, Mechagodzilla is really Mecha King Ghidorah,
right?
Because they use Ghidorah. That's MonsterVerse, where he still looks like a dinosaur. He looks a bit too Bayformery for me. Like I wish he had a more like he had some
Michael Bay. Like Michael Bay.
Yeah, that's what he was.
He's a bit too Transformery.
Yeah.
Like Grimlock looked like a better Mechagodzilla than this.
Yeah.
But he's still cool and he kicks ass. That's evil Terminator space Mechagodzilla, and then the other version from the 90s is a repurposed Mecha King Ghidorah that they turn into Mechagodzilla, and then he's basically a Megazord.
He's a Megazord. Okay.
Pretty much. He gets a backpack called the Garuda.
Is that this one? Oh. Guess we're going into the evolution of.
Dude.
So that's Monsterverse. Then we got. That's his
So that's
first
the
appearance.
original, and that's King Caesar, who is a lion god. That's Mechanicon.
Mechanicon.
But King Caesar is based on, what are they called? The dogs that you usually see outside of Chinese restaurants.
Okay.
He's
Food dog.
supposed to be that.
A
But
food
Food
dog.
dog. Yeah, food dog.
Yes.
He almost looks like
he's a lion god, and he gets waken up by the worst song in the world. Look it up. It's the King Caesar song, and it's horrible. Mechanicon is actually from the Rankin Bass King Kong show.
Oh, wow.
In the 60s that they then used for King Kong Escapes, but he was originally an American creation. Where he fought Kong in a cartoon.
Okay.
And he did predate Mechagodzilla.
Right.
By 6 years. Because he was in 68.
Yeah, in the 60s.
Yeah. And then the Showa version arrives on Earth disguised as Godzilla.
Right.
And
I remember that.
Yeah. And then he gets Terminated.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And these are all guys in suits. That's the fun thing to remember. He's
Right.
like War Machine, essentially.
Yeah. Crap ton of armament.
Yep. Godzilla bleeds, like I was talking about the last time.
Oh, we jumped ahead. Did we jump ahead? We jumped ahead.
It's just showing the evolution of Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, it's just going through the years. This is the one that's a purely human creation.
Right, he's like a mech. He's like a Megazord. You were saying
piloted by a human. He gets a really cool jetpack with guns on it.
Yeah,
this
but
is
still a guy in a
suit. Yeah, still a guy in a suit. This is the movie where Rodan protects baby Godzilla.
Oh, okay.
And then this is the film where Godzilla gets his red spiral ray from the Heisei films because he has Rodan's powers, or like he gets Rodan's life force and gets the ability to get his red spiral ray.
Nice. Is that the jetpack?
Yeah, it's the Garuda.
There he is with the pack.
And then this is Kiryu, which is the coolest damn thing I've ever seen. He has knives on his arms. Yeah. He has it's called the Absolute Zero cannon in his chest. An ice beam.
Right. Oh, here's the anime.
This is the city I was talking. That's Mechagodzilla.
Oh, he's just shards of metal.
Pretty much, he looks like a Bayformer. Like more than the other one. He's a Decepticon. The other one is an Autobot, but they still look like crap. Yeah. That's Ready Player One. That's the coolest one, in my opinion. And he is more based on the poster for the 93 version, which is the one with the jetpack.
Oh, okay.
That looked more like a Transformer that originally was meant to split into 3 parts. There was the jet, a tank, and there was another, like a drill part of it or something. Like fighting a Gundam.
Yeah, fighting the Gundam.
He went up against Iron Giant and
Ready Player One was awesome. King Kong was in that movie too.
Yeah.
Ready Player One is great.
So good.
Fights the Iron Giant in that one. So this one is in, as it says, Godzilla Singular Point. This one doesn't exist yet. They just show it like that. And then it's like the stinger at the end of the series.
Uh,
and then it hasn't been picked up for another season yet. It's another one. The monsters are really cool. The story is cool, but it's like super hard to follow and like super mathematical, and it's all like alternate universes, and basically Godzilla being a singular point is like a nexus being, or whatever they call it in Marvel, like an anchor being.
Prime.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
actually, if you saw Death Battle did a video recently of Godzilla versus the Hulk, and they used the singular point thing, which then would have, so since the Hulk can never die, the Hulk essentially goes into every restarted universe to kill Godzilla until he eventually actually kills him.
Nice.
But then Godzilla never dies, so his heart like revives at the end. It's really cool. Which is a thing that has happened in movies before. Godzilla has been reduced to nothing but a heart and then regenerates.
Right.
It's done that
Right.
twice.
Yeah. I do remember that a few times.
Yeah. But
All right. That's
that version, I didn't even talk about it. That's where he fights King Kong, so that's my personal favorite appearance.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And then we go into the 80s and 90s with the Heisei era.
So all the era names except Millennium is just because that was the early 2000s. But Showa, Heisei, the one we're in now, which is Reiwa, is all based on the dynasties that are in Japan at the time.
The leaders of Japan?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Whatever the ruling family.
The ruling family.
Is.
Okay.
So like Emperor Showa.
Yeah.
So yeah, Heisei starts in 85 or 84 with the return of Godzilla, which I'm actually surprised. Oh, he's not on there because he's not a Godzilla. Because this isn't a Godzilla.
This is just the list.
Yeah, in 85 it's the return of Godzilla. Basically a straight reboot, only counts the original as canon. That one introduces a human weapon, but it's not a kaiju. It's called the Super X, which is essentially
it's a spaceship, right?
Spaceship with a big cannon on the front. It's throughout Toho's movies, not just Godzilla. There's tanks called Maser tanks. The Super X has a big Maser tank in the front.
Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the Super X.
This is the movie that inspired the Charles Barkley crossover and the Dr. Pepper commercial. And basically the big hype in the 80s with Godzilla came from this movie.
Yeah. I think this one's the one that had Raymond Burr in it, right?
Yes. So Raymond Burr, I should have mentioned this before. Raymond Burr was in the original American version of Godzilla. So Godzilla King of the Monsters from 55, or from still came out 54, is the American cut of the original Gojira, which intercuts shots of Raymond Burr, who's an American actor, basically reacting to what's happening. And he doesn't interact. He interacts with characters, but they always find a way to have it be like a body double looking at someone, or he's just in the background or whatever. But then in the 80s, when they brought Godzilla back, he was intercut into that as well. So that's him in the original. And then he's more known as Steve Martin is the character name, not Steve Martin from Cheaper by the Dozen. And he would be better known as Perry Mason, probably.
Yep. Perry Mason. Yeah.
But he's from the original Godzilla, the American cut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I did not know that.
Yep.
So they shot him in different shots and then fed that into the American cut?
Pretty much. They had him like, I think they had some like what's it called? Like ADR from other actors. Like when they brought it here, the American voices, they had him talking to them. Gotcha. And then this is him in the 80s version. So they bring him back as essentially like, I warned you.
Is it the same character? Like, did they
Same
keep this?
character, same actor.
Same character.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's cool.
He's basically the I've seen this before guy.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they brought him in because they needed some star power in the movie when they came to America so they could bring the audience in too. And I mean, it was, for 1985, it was bad. I
Yeah.
liked it.
Yeah.
I watched it a lot when I was in high school.
It's a good movie. That's also the movie where they have like a 15-foot tall Godzilla robot.
Mhm.
I think they call
What?
it Cybot.
Yeah, Cybot.
I gotta look this up. Yeah. Cybot.
Not like Noob Cybot. Like, yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Oh,
It
on.
doesn't actually appear in the movie much, but it was all over the publicity.
Why isn't this working? Come on. Oh, there it goes. See if he's in the trailer. So New World Pictures. So this wasn't Toho, or
New World Pictures brought it to America.
okay, so they were gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, so in '56 was when the American cut came out. It's going to say Godzilla, not.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever actually seen this trailer.
Motion pictures. It would be funny if it was Raymond Burr instead of
It might be actually because
the greatest star. Yeah.
no, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So that I believe is the robot,
Oh wow.
and that's all you really see of it. Because it didn't really work. Sort of like the Rexy animatronic, it didn't always work.
Yeah.
And it was like really finicky to where people were like, it would move on its own.
Gotcha. Cool. So that is kaiju in Tokusatsu. I guess we can move on. No, you want?
We can move on if you want, but we start to get into the more space guys now.
Space guys with kaiju?
With kaiju. With
oh yeah, go for it.
So I'll actually try to bang through them this time. So
Sure.
Biollante after oh, maybe they're out of order. Oh no, never mind. Biollante is it's a rose crossed with Godzilla, crossed with a girl. That is the actual origin. A mad scientist's daughter dies or is dying, and he tries to use Godzilla's regenerative abilities to heal her, and then he accidentally makes a crocodile Audrey 2 monster.
Mhm.
Biollante is the coolest monster in the Heisei series. I'm sorry, Cosmic Jeff, it's not Space Godzilla. I love Destroya, but it's not Destroya, and we'll get to Destroya. Destroya is the literal devil.
Okay. Oh, I think I've seen that before. Yeah.
I love Biollante. She's so cool. She's one of the largest monsters. Also, she's one of the largest suits.
Mm.
I think she's 2 or 3 times the size of a normal Godzilla suit.
Okay.
And all the vines are controlled by people. Basically, imagine where her mouth is like, I think the guy's in there doing this.
Right.
Something like that. Or he's like curled up under her. But completely animatronic. The thing in the like stomach area is a glowing orb. And she has Godzilla spines going down her back. It's basically Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors.
Right.
That's what I was gonna say. It basically
It's
was
Godzilla versus
Little Shop of Horrors as a
Yeah.
kaijin. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. And
Venus
she's
flytrap.
just such a cool design. Trendmasters gave her legs in the toy line so she could move, but she's like rooted into the ground. She has a rose form. Yeah, Biollante is really cool. She has like a acidic spore, like breath attack.
Nice.
She actually, one of her tentacles goes through Godzilla's hand, so inflicts some real damage on him. She's pretty cool. Then Biollante, we go to King Ghidorah / Mecha King Ghidorah, where the story in this is aliens from the future come and bring Ghidorah to Earth and say, if you don't let Ghidorah kill Godzilla, Godzilla will destroy Japan for good, or something like that. And then they convince them, and they bring Ghidorah, and they delete Godzilla from history, and then they secretly leave baby Ghidorahs called Dorats, which are these really ugly gremlin-looking things that then, when the bomb goes off, they form into Ghidorah. There's still a Godzilla in the form of Godzillasaurus on the island that he's from, and then he still becomes Godzilla when the bomb drops. They just don't know that he's there. And then he kills Ghidorah, and then they bring him back as Mecha Ghidorah. And then that's this. And then he defeats this, and then this gets repurposed into the Mecha Godzilla that we were talking about before.
Gotcha.
Which would, and then Batra is a Mothra movie with Godzilla. Essentially, Batra is, I don't want to say evil Mothra because he's supposed to be good, but he's metal Mothra essentially.
Metal Mothra.
And he's super cool looking, but the movie isn't. I mean, it's a Godzilla movie, so it's fun. But
Batra was a cool figure.
Yes,
He was a cool toy.
He's super cool, and the design is great. It's just he's fighting bats, or it's tough for Godzilla to have a beam battle with a moth. But it's fun. They carry him, like one of them grabs him here, one of them grabs him here, and they like fly him out into the ocean and drop him.
Right.
It's really cool. And then that Mothra then leaves the planet, and then that would bring us to the next film. Or the next one is Mecha Godzilla, which I kind of talked about. So we don't have to get too deep into that. Mecha Godzilla, there's a baby Godzilla, there's Rodan. Godzilla gets his spiral beam ability. Then Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla has two origin stories. One of them is when Biollante was killed. Her cells flew off into space and fused with a black hole and created Space Godzilla. Or when Mothra left Earth at the end of that film, she was carrying Godzilla cells and they got absorbed by a black hole and became Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla is essentially Godzilla with crystals on his back, and he has telekinesis, and he has lightning powers, and he's really cool. He kidnaps Godzilla's son.
Right there.
Baby Godzilla, which that's the cutest version of Baby Godzilla. The other one is ugly.
The one on from Monster Island.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Minya or Manila. He's a little pig guy.
Yeah.
I showed this off last time as well. This is Godzilla Jr., who that little guy will grow into in the Destroyer movie, which is the film after this.
Okay.
So this is when he stops being a separate character and is just little Godzilla.
Cool.
Yeah. And then after Space Godzilla, there's another robot in that movie called Mogira, which is Mecha Godzilla, but he has a drill for a nose.
Is that him right here?
Missile pincer things.
He's
on the poster. He's originally from the movie The Mysterians, which is another Toho, like black and white. Not pre-Godzilla, but Godzilla universe type thing. Just a separate monster movie. It's cool. After this is Destroya. Oh, so that art super cool with him having like. Don't get me started, G.
Godzuki.
Godzuki is his nephew.
And Williams like pity that Perry Mason never defended Godzilla. That's a good one, brother.
But yeah.
All right.
This Godzilla is really cool. And he has really cool design. He is rumored to be in the next MonsterVerse.
Yeah, he's supposed to be in the next
It's
MonsterVerse.
not confirmed yet. I think it's possible. I think
so. His original origin story is Mothra leaves Earth with genes of Godzilla. That was the original origin.
So it's either that she's carrying Godzilla's cells after their fight, and they get sucked into a black hole, or Biollante when she died, when she like let off her plant spores, they went out into the atmosphere and then attached to a black hole. So they let you pick. Doesn't really have a bearing on that. Either one works. Destroya is, like I said, the actual devil. He's called Destroya or Destoroya because he's created from the oxygen destroyer, which is the device that kills the original Godzilla. It sucks the oxygen out of the atmosphere and disintegrates Godzilla down to a skeleton. That creates these little microorganisms that in this movie, which is 95, so 40 years later, almost, or a little over 40 years later, starts growing into this thing. It has an aggregate form and a colony form and a flying form. And then they turn into this. And this is the movie where Godzilla dies. Where also Burning Godzilla comes from.
Burning, okay.
Which is objectively the coolest Godzilla. I wish my Burning Godzilla was reachable, but he's not. But Burning Godzilla
looks like he's on lava, right?
He's on fire. He's got translucent patches all over him. He only does his red spiral ray. He's melting down because he's a nuclear bomb.
Right.
And he has to expel the heat or he'll just explode. And it's basically a doomsday clock. So Destroya pretty much gets Godzilla to the point where he melts down. But they need Godzilla to kill Destroya, so Destroya doesn't destroy the planet. You could kind of see it there. But like he has actual lights in the suit and he glows. And then in it's the saddest Godzilla movie, you watch Godzilla die. He melts down, they freeze him, you see him start to disintegrate. It's really sad. It's pretty rough. Destroya kills Junior, and then Godzilla gives Junior the rest of his life force, essentially. And then Junior becomes the next Godzilla.
Okay.
That he's not really the Godzilla from the Millennium era, but some people like to have their headcanon. But he never got an official sequel.
So they just like wiped it away and said he
pretty much. Well, so this movie was supposed to be the end of Godzilla. Godzilla was gonna die. That was it. Godzilla's done. It's been almost 50 years. We're done. And then TriStar made their movie, and then Toho said no, and then played the Millennium era, which the Millennium era also has a bunch of aliens. Orga is a shapeshifter, basically gene stealer sort of thing. He starts to, you could see it, that third picture, he's absorbing Godzilla and basically becoming Godzilla, but then Godzilla blows him up from the inside. He's really cool. He's a monster a lot of people wish would come back in some way. He has two forms. He has like a spaceship form that's just a silver blob, essentially. That's his, like, he's transforming and then he turns into the weird alien gorilla thing. Yeah. He's a really cool one.
Cool.
He's in a bunch of the games. Yeah.
It almost looks like a Rancor.
Yeah. It's the D-Rex from Jurassic World.
Yeah, T-Rex. Cool. All right. And then we got 4 more.
Okay, so then Megaguirus is a giant dragonfly sort of thing. It's a give or take movie. She has a bunch of like locust minion baby dragonfly guys. They basically try to destroy Godzilla with a black hole, and it doesn't work because Godzilla can't die. It's another cool one, but it's a pretty passable.
Yeah.
It's not a mandatory watch almost. Kiryu's Mechagodzilla 2 or 3, essentially. Mothra is in one of these. There's 2 movies of this. Tokyo SOS, I believe, is the one with Mothra.
Gotcha.
This is the one where Mechagodzilla is built on the skeleton and it goes berserk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And we got Monster X in 2004.
So that's in Final Wars. Monster X is Ghidorah in disguise. He's as close to a human villain, really, because he fights more like a human villain. And then you could see next to it there, that's this version of Ghidorah. Kaiser Ghidorah has 4 legs instead of 2, which is also from one of the Mothra films. There's a version of Ghidorah like that. Ghidorah actually ends up being a Mothra villain a lot more than a Godzilla villain in the 90s. So there's a bunch of different versions of both of them in that series.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it's 2 guys in a suit.
Who gets to be the ass? I don't want to be the ass. And then Kaiser Ghidorah. Oh,
Which is that again.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
So that's the Godzilla series before the MonsterVerse.
Yeah. And now we've gotten quite a few in the MonsterVerse.
Yeah.
I just want to hit on a few other tokusatsu before we move on or finish up the night. We are Omar touched on Kyodai Hero a couple weeks ago with Ultraman and what was the other one?
Spectre Man.
Spectre Man. So
yeah, I'm surprised he's not on there. But Spectre Man was a series that was only around from 71 to 72. And it was about pollution. Everything that he fought was about pollution.
Yeah.
It was
he also is canon to Godzilla.
Yeah.
Godzilla shows up. He fights Godzilla's actual villains.
Yep. And Spectre Man's villains were gory and raw. I believe they were like primates or something, and they were like from space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot to mention the original Mechagodzilla from 74 was controlled by space apes.
Space apes. Okay.
Yeah, space apes. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look up gory and raw, they were like the 2 main villains, and one of them was like,
gory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, there he is. There's Gory with the blonde hair, and then Raw was the big muscular. His partner was Raw.
Yeah.
The other big ape. Yeah.
Cool.
And in Inspector Man, he actually turns Raw into one of his monsters. He grows Raw up big, and he beats the crap out of Spectre Man.
Who does?
Raw.
Oh, Raw. Turn. Okay.
The ape, the big ape right next to that dude right there, the big one.
This one?
Not the little guy. Yeah, no, that's Gory. That's the main villain. He's like the main guy. But you see the 2 apes in the pictures next to him?
This.
Yeah. Raw is the big guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Raw and Karas is the other
one. Go down one? Yeah, that. Is that what they looked like in the show?
Yes, that's what they look like in the show. Yep.
I think that other one might have been AI.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I see.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Karas was the little ape. Was the other one. But they were like, yeah, and it was like it's so cheesy.
They don't look too bad, honestly.
This is
I love
1970.
Spectre Man, man. Oh man, I love Spectre Man.
That one actually kind of looks like Kong from Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
It almost looks like supersized Planet of the Apes.
Pretty much.
The thing is this is that a lot of people, Ultraman was the guy. Everyone was Ultraman was the most popular one out of the two. Spectre Man only lasted a couple years.
Mm.
But if you look at the powers of Spectre Man and Ultraman, Spectre Man would have kicked his ass.
This is great.
Yeah. So Spectre Man's great. I mean, you could watch all of Spectre Man's episodes on YouTube. They have them there for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
I've never actually watched this.
Oh man, Spectre Man was great, dude. It was like watching Ultraman. It was the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just the villains were different. Like when Gory made the villains, they were all out of pollution. It was some kind of radioactive thing or something. They were all, that's what the whole basis was about.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I like his head shape.
If they made an updated version of Spectre Man, he would be cool. Or he was. I'll tell you what, he was strong, man. He was a powerful, powerful hero.
I wonder what the rights are like for that.
I don't know.
If that's just a Toho thing or if there's other parties involved.
I could see some resemblance to the Rocketeer.
Yeah.
Like they took some ideas for the Rocketeer. Cool. That's Spectre Man.
Yeah, Spectre Man was he always reminds me of one of my other favorites is the Guyver.
Yes, the Guyver.
And I love the Guyver. Guyver's
Mark Hamill.
No. I didn't say I love the movie. I didn't say I love the movies, but
that first movie is a classic.
The first movie is garbage, but it's classic garbage.
It's a classic. It's not good.
No, it's not. It's not. But the second movie's not bad.
The best part about the first movie is the transformation. That's the only part I like when he first transforms into the Guyver.
That is cool when he first transforms. The only other thing is Dynamite.
Yeah.
I mean, J.J. Walker, man.
Yeah. I couldn't get through the second movie.
The second movie was better, man. Jeff, really? You gotta watch the second movie's better, man. Trust me.
I just didn't care for the whole cave diving thing. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's still a much better movie, man.
But I've watched the OVAs of Guyver, and it's so good, so good. If you like body horror and that kind of anime, it's good stuff, man. They actually have a couple of figures coming out. I pre-ordered them on BBTS. I did. I saw. Was it Good Smile or Max Factory?
Yeah, Max Factory. Yeah,
Max Factory. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, but Guyver's awesome. We looked at Ultraman. I don't know what Iron King is. Let's see what that is.
That rings a bell.
Oh, come on.
But it could be a bunch of different things.
There we
go. Blake. He said, when we were showing the picture of the apes.
The three of us.
Blake's been going off in the chat.
Freaking
guy. Is this the first time Blake's trolled on the show? Is that...
I don't know what the rest of that stuff.
Well, Jeff is definitely gory if that's the case. He's got the hair for it.
I got the blonde, long locks.
Oh man.
So this is Iron King.
Oh, I remember Iron King. Yeah.
That's cool looking.
Yeah, I remember Iron King.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different series from back then.
He's got some Ultraman feels to him.
Yeah. A lot of these just never survived past the season or two seasons, because I mean, Ultraman was the king.
Yeah, it only lasted one.
Yeah, 1 year. Yep.
A lot back then, and that's just how it was. A lot of the times.
Well, Super Sentai, each Ranger, what we know as Rangers, is a season.
Yeah,
like they didn't do multiple seasons of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, or Zuru
Shoe
Ranger.
Ranger.
Zoo Ranger. Cool. So that is the Kyodai Hero people versions. Then we've got Henshin Transforming Hero, which you would know as Kamen Rider, or in the United States they tried doing as Masked Rider.
Yep.
And
There was a Kamen Rider series when I was in high school that was like the new super edgy. They all have like armor and like crazy. I forget what it was called.
like this version,
Sort of.
which is more modern day.
Yeah, it was like 2013.
Yeah.
Something. I'd know it if I saw it.
There's been a lot of different versions.
I remember Kamen Rider Drive. I watched a lot of Kamen Rider reviews back in the day too, so I know a lot about them just based on their designs.
Yeah. But I always liked Kamen Rider because he had a bike.
Yeah.
And there was different types of bikes, motorcycles they had. So there's a few versions of Kamen Rider. And then Metal Hero series, which a lot of people don't know, was what they used for in the United States VR Troopers.
Oh, okay.
That was this series.
What I'm thinking is Kamen Rider Dragon Knight.
Okay, let me look that up. Kamen Rider.
I don't want to interrupt you, but it popped into my head.
Kamen Rider Dragon Knight.
There was a lot more like Zord sort of.
Yeah, I can see that.
It was definitely there was a dragon. There was a whole bunch of stuff like that.
That's
Dragon
cool.
Zord.
Yeah. Their bikes looked like dragons and stuff, if I remember correctly.
Oh, was this American?
There was an American version of it.
Okay.
I don't remember. It was on like the Hub or Disney XD or something like that.
Okay. I think I did see it.
Yeah.
Like commercials for it,
I had a whole bunch of the figure arts of these guys.
Yeah. 2008 to 2009.
Oh, so then I was catching reruns.
Yeah.
At the time.
Cool. But yeah, this was what we call it, Metal Hero, which is what we knew in the States as VR Troopers.
Yep.
So this was a version of Metal Hero. There's been many different versions. I don't know what Android Kincaidor. I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
The Metal Heroes remind me of the Micronauts a little bit.
Yep,
I could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. This is Android Kincaidor. That's cool.
There's a lot of that split down the middle stuff in Kamen Rider too.
Yep. Split in the face.
Yeah. And like all the way down. There's I think the character called Joker or something like that. There's a whole bunch of there's like a black, a white, a green. And there's all different halves of them.
William asked, did any of these ever get toys?
Probably in Japan more than here. I know Figure Arts makes a whole bunch of specifically Kamen Rider and Ultraman, but a lot of these other things probably check Japan.
And then we're getting into Super Sentai, which you would recognize Zero Ranger.
Yoryu Sentai Shoe Ranger.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Which changed the world back in 1993.
93 or was it 4 when they debuted in the States?
I thought it was 1993.
I think it was
Maybe?
93 in the States, and that footage was actually from like the late 80s or something.
Yeah.
Check to see when it debuted, because I was working in radio at the time when it debuted, and I remember everyone was just talking about how great that show is, and we sat down in the break room and watched an episode when it came on, and we're like, oh, that's pretty good.
Zero Ranger debuted in 1992.
Yeah, so I think it was 90. I want to say 95, maybe 97 for the American. Check it out.
93 according to Google.
And then
93.
Mighty.
At least when the pilot aired.
1993.
October 8th, 1993. So like right at the end of the year.
So they went all the way till February 12th, 1993, and at the end of that year, Mighty Morphin came out. They turned around the Japanese footage and stuff.
It was a Chaim Saban.
Yep, Chaim Saban.
Yep.
And it was based off of him going over to Japan and watching it on television and being like, we got to take that over to the States.
Yeah, he wanted to make cheap TV, so he bought the rights, and
there goes Blake enabling us again.
Blocky makes Ultraman.
Blocky makes Ultraman figures, man.
Once they put out their Godzilla stuff, I'm getting all the Ultraman stuff.
Damn it!
I'm
killing me, man.
I've been wanting to pull, or I had in my cart one of the Saint Saiyan characters, because I wanted to get the Sagittarius Saint Saiyan Blocky, but I haven't gotten them yet.
I've resisted Blockies for a while, but they're a lot of fun.
I resisted Blockies until last week. I walked into a comic book shop.
Oh, that's a good one to get.
Yeah. I got. Whoa, what's up, Dylan?
I don't have my Blockies here. What are you doing?
And then I've got this guy. I got Galvatron too. Getting Galvatron. So yeah, it was cool.
Awesome.
I mean,
does he have like a flame effect underneath him?
Yeah,
Galvatron.
Yeah, he has a base of a.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's cool, man. I was excited when I got him, and then I got Grimlock, and then I ended up getting Bumblebee, but I have Bumblebee in the transformed little car.
I have the translucent.
He looks more like Cliff Jumper than he does Bumblebee, but yeah.
Weren't they the same molds in the old days?
Well, I remember that Cliff Jumper. They made a yellow Cliff Jumper once, and they made a red Bumblebee once. Because I had those figures, but yeah, they I mean, it was cool, man. I'm definitely gonna get more. You know, just when I pop in a comic book shop or something, I'll just pick a few up. I mean, they were only like $4 a piece.
Yeah. I just been ordering them. I got the Defenders.
That's what I've been getting.
8?
The Defenders, yeah.
Whatever the Beast Wars set is.
Yeah. But I saw now that they have Star Wars and now Ultraman.
They're doing Godzilla too at some point.
And they're doing Godzilla? Oh man, forget
it. Isn't there something with the Marvel stuff that they can't put that out here or something?
It's up for pre-order.
Is it? Because there was something with like the Venom. I couldn't get it from a normal retailer or something.
I don't know. I pre-ordered that Spider-Man wave from Big Bad's Toy Store, but the listing has gone down since I pre-ordered it. So I don't know if that pre-order is still
probably I don't know. Maybe it went up early. Blake would know, probably.
Yeah, Blake would know.
Blake,
here's my Marvel Blockies.
Yeah.
Blake also said, did you know that Bumblebee is Chris' Transformer? And he said they are gonna release all the Batman in Defender size. Ooh, okay. I have seen the Batman ones. They're all movie Batmans. I want like comic book version Batman.
Yeah.
Gotta buy those to get them to make the other one.
True. Yeah, you gotta wait for the second wave. Then we've got, so we're moving on from Super Sentai to Mecha or Giant Robot, and the first one is, what is he called? He's called Giant Robot from 1967.
Pretty on the nose.
Yeah, so he looks like this.
I like his perm.
That's a robot.
He looks like what was his name of Buck Rogers? Tweaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a larger version of Twee.
Yeah.
Cool. Looks like they also did some anime with him over the years.
Whatever that other version is looks a lot cooler than the original.
Which version? This one?
That one that looks more like that.
Yeah.
Looks more like a Gundam. That's really cool.
Tamashii Nations makes it. From the animation version. Giant robot, super robot Chogokin.
Okay. Chogokin, I think, just means robot or giant robot or something.
Look at those tanks. Those are cool. All right. And then that's mecha giant robots. I wanted to look at these non-Japanese ones. So South Korea.
Young Gary is a classic monster movie.
I'll take your word for it. I've never heard it. Oh, okay. I think I have seen the poster.
I believe Mystery Science Theater has an episode on this,
Yeah.
which is the best way to watch this movie. It's just fun. There's a remake from, I want to say, the mid-90s, the early 2000s or something, that was also known as Reptilicus. Reptilian or something. Reptilicus is a different movie. It's called Reptilian or something. It was trying to cash in on the 98 Godzilla, but it looked even worse than the 98 Godzilla. So it was a huge failure.
Interesting.
I know Inframan.
The Man Beyond Bionics, which was from, what was it? Hong Kong. Okay, so this is a Chinese tokusatsu. That's cool.
No, they're cashing in on Ultraman. That's what a lot of this craze was.
Yeah. It almost looks like Kirby was bringing up also in the States. They did big bad Beetleborgs and or Beetleborgs, and this sort of has that feel to it.
See, pull up Alan's comment real quick. That last comment there. That's what I'm saying.
If you pretend it's not Godzilla,
it's the Rhedosaurus from the Beast from 20,000 Fathoms.
Oh, cool.
That is all.
And then we got France. I want to see this one. It's fan made tribute. Okay, so it's a fan tribute to Super Sentai.
That's pretty cool. I've never seen that before.
Over in France. And that is, what is that called again? That's called Jushi Sentai. Jushi Sentai. And then in the West, we had Doctor Who. Yeah, because Doctor Who has men in suits.
That's true. That is true. I never thought about that.
Like the Cybermen.
Yeah.
And even Daleks have people inside them, moving them around. They say Thunderbirds is also considered tokusatsu because of Super Mario Nation. It had a lot of pyrotechnics and miniatures and stuff like that.
Team America should be on there.
Yeah, Team America should be on here. Star Trek, of course, and Captain Scarlet, which was after Thunderbirds. Have you guys ever seen Captain Scarlet before?
I don't believe so.
Captain Scarlet's probably one of my favorites. Again, this is Super Mario Nation, like the Thunderbirds, but they went more realistic with the characters' proportions and looks. And it's basically, in short, Captain Scarlet's in the middle, of course, in red, and there's a mission to Mars, and basically the humans on the mission F up, and they shoot first and ask questions later of the Martians. But in this, the Martians aren't called Martians; they're called the Mysterons, and the Martians get really pissed off, and so it's basically Captain Scarlet up against Martians, Mysterons, um, and Mysterons are able to take form of different people. So in short, we lose the original Captain Scarlet within the first episode, um, but because of a Mysteron turning into Captain Scarlet, they are able to use him again. They're able to. I'm blanking on how they move him to the good side, but they basically use a Captain Scarlet Mysteron up against the Mysterons. It's a lot. It's a lot of mind.
I feel like
mind
some of that
almost,
sounds familiar.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I've ever actually seen this.
And then in the 90s, they did a CG version of it, which was okay for the time. it was very game
That looks pretty rough.
Yeah. But yeah, that is Tokusatsu in a hour and a half nutshell.
We hit all the important points.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Suitmation, an actor in a suit destroying miniatures. Henshin device, a belt or item used to transform, so like Ultraman. Superhero Time, a Sunday morning block on TV, Asai airing Kamen Rider and Super Sentai back to back. And sparks and explosions used as visual cues for impact. There's a lot of sparks and explosions in these.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, we didn't get to the Cosmic Customs corner like I wanted to tonight. I'm gonna do more of my research beforehand and have those pulled up. For those of you who are still in the chat, I still have 10 people watching. Thank you all. Please send me any customs that you see, Cosmic Legions, sci-fi related, and I'll feature them in the Cosmic Customs corner of the show. And we'll talk about them in the future. Again, send those to the Cosmic Jeff _IG on Instagram, or if we're friends on Facebook, send them via Facebook Messenger. And to wrap it all up, anything going on with you, Omar or Dylan?
Legion's King's going live right after you, Jeff. So if you guys want to join us, we'll be on.
Awesome. Late night show right after me. Go check it out. That's on the New to Mythics channel.
Yes.
With Schmerber, Omar, and Jay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And Dylan.
Probably be on Off-World on Friday.
Cool.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We going on this week.
Yeah. Oh. Cool. Well, take it easy. Everybody else in the chat, thank you again. Good night. Stay frosty. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanks all.
Later, guys.
Later.